Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, we got a bunch of items, and we got Anima. I would like to teach Anima a whole whack ton of spells before we go too much further. Before I get into which spells I'm going to teach, I need to do something really quick here. Go to Mount Gagazet, and not only can you fight like super powerful bosses here, but you can fight any enemy that you've ever faced here in the monster arena. And this is particularly helpful if you want to fight a specific enemy, so you don't have to randomly try and find it. You may also notice, or at least you may have noticed up in the top right corner, I have a whole bunch more money than I did before. And the reason for that is because I sold all my excess equipment, and that means I sold like 2/3 of what I had. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show off the bribe ability. You encounter a battle with the Grendel enemy here, and you need to bribe it. And the way that bribe works in this game is you give the enemy money, and it leaves you with special items. Now, the way it works is it's generally in the HD version, I think it's about 10 times their maximum HP as an approximate value, but there's a whole whack ton of good facts over at GameFAQs that you can take a look at, give you the exact value. Now, just because you put in that exact value doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get things. In fact, to bribe this guy, I want to give him 190,000, which is a lot of money. But maybe he'll give me what I want if I give him only 150,000. And the reason for that is because there's a random factor in the game. I hate random factors. I hate them. But what happens here is he's supposed to give you 60 mega potions for about 190,000. Sometimes if you give him less, you'll get some less in return. But the amount that you get versus the amount that you pay is also random. So I could have given him, say, 170,000. He might have given me all 60. He might have given me 58. He might have given me 42. You know, you never know, really. The thing is, there's also a running total, so if you fail on your first attempt to bribe an enemy, you just give it, you can give it like, say, 100 more gil, and it'll use the, whatever the method is, you know, the analytics, or what's the word I'm looking for? The sequence, the trigger, the, you know what I mean. The formula, that's the one I'm looking for. They'll use the same formula as if, you know, they're keeping a running tally of how much money you give them. So you give them, say, you know, 100,000 on the first one, and then say 2,000 on the second one. The second one will calculate that you gave 102,000 to see if it works. So it's not like if you give it money and it misses, which it can do, then you lose that money. No, it just decides that he's not going to run away yet. So you just have to keep feeding him money over and over again. Alright, so Aeons. We got the awesome Aeon Anima. And we need to give Anima a bunch of abilities. Anima already comes, let's see, can I look? Yes, I can. So Black Magic, got lots of Black Magic. Has pretty much all of the attack and buster abilities. And that's pretty much it. But those aren't the most useful abilities that Anima could have, at least not in my situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach it Lancet with the Soul Springs. Now, the Soul Springs I stole from the Bashura enemy when we were in Gagazet there. So we're going to teach Lancet. If you want, you could teach Double Cast with the 3 stars that we got from Remium and from the Monster Arena here. I don't particularly need that, but I do want to teach Hiraga. And that was how I needed to get more Mega Potions so that I could do that. Let's see, we also want to teach Haste. Now, if you have extra Chocobo Feathers left over, teach it to basically go down the line. Anima first, then Bahamut, and then probably Shiva or something like that, whoever else you want to use as your third one. I'm going to teach it Slow with the Silver Hourglasses we got from capturing all the monsters, or at least one of each monster in the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. And Shell from Lunar Curtains we got from literally everywhere. Protect from Light Curtains that we stole from Iron Giants in the Thunder Plains. Reflect from Star Curtains that we stole from the Dark Flan in Gagazet. Dispel from Purifying Salts that are a rare steal from the enemies, the Fallen Monks or whatever they are. They commonly give you Candles of Life, but rarely you can get Purifying Salts. So we want to get that. And let's see, we also want to get Osmos using Mana Springs. Now, Mana Springs that you can get from stealing from the coral enemies in the Calmlands. And finally, you may want to teach Drain as well. But we don't have the spell or the items that we need. We need 60 stamina springs in order to get enough to teach Drain. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not actually going to go after that right now. I have another plan for what we're going to do for the rest of the episode. But if you want, you'll have to go and battle Belgamine some more. And we're going to do that in a bit, but not quite yet. In fact, we're going to move on to another side quest that's going to take a long time. So let's get on with it. Okay, we're back. We've made it to the Bicanel Desert here, and as you can see, I have a very nice looking map on the screen. What I'm going to do is, I did this one live, but I'm going to post this image every time I warp around the area here, so that you know where I am in relation to where I was, just to make things easy. But I'll do that all in post, just to kind of make it easier for you. And basically, the idea behind what we're doing here is I have my no encounters thing on, but I'm going to be running around. Oops. No, I don't want help on that. I want fast forward. Thank you. So yeah, this is the screen right before the final area here. And here we can start a side quest that you probably don't want to start until you have the Celestial Mirror. 10 little gatekeepers play in the sand. Tomei's gone to fetch the water. Be back soon. So basically how this works is you have to go hunt Cactuars. And for doing this, we get a very nice reward out of it. But the idea, they'll give you a little hint, and then you'll have to go find them. Instead of me wandering around or running to things, even with fast forward on, I'm going to do most of this stuff off screen, pop up that map for you guys to take a look at, and there we go. Should be pretty easy. The map's pretty accurate from what I've been able to tell. So we need to present the 10 spheres that we're going to get from the Cactuars to the stone altar here, and the way to the village opens. So based on that map, we can see the hint to go fetch water means the oasis back where we landed. The fastest way would be to find a save point, warp to the airship, and warp back to Bicanel Island, but I'm going to run around off screen and do all the monster capturing while I'm here. Just kill two birds with one stone. As far as where the enemies are, pretty much everybody will be everywhere, except the Cactuars. You can capture the ones from doing this side quest, and all of the stronger enemies, the landworms and the zoos, tend to show up over here. So you can capture them all there if you want to. I'll just do this first one on screen, just kind of show the whole process here. Basically, you run around. Doesn't matter if you leave the area. You just basically run from place to place, and then you get the guys to appear as you go. So run back through all this stuff. This is the reason why I'm cutting it out, because there's no real reason to show you me running back over and over and over again, even though, you know, warping is a lot faster. So turn that off, and then you approach this guy. I would recommend you save before you start doing these, because you want to get a certain amount of the gatekeepers. Well, here's basically how it works. I'm getting done that explaining because it's a lot easier to just show you. It's basically a game of hide and seek kind of thing. So you start running, and every time needle time comes up, you pause. Once you get to the end, you press the X button or your main button there, and then you come in, you try and attack this guy. You also try and steal from this guy. Chocobo feathers, don't need those, that's fine. Waka should be able to hit this guy and capture him. Now, I'm on a roll. The way this works out is it's a lot easier for you to capture all of the, I'm not going to try and bring in all my characters, it just takes too long. But it's very easy to capture all the Cactuars going this way, since they're relatively rare until you finish this side quest. So anyway, once you've got the sphere there, for doing the game properly, the hide and seek game, you get the special sphere. And if you fail, you get a sphere del predator, whatever that word is. And depending on the amount of name spheres that you get a different prize. I think the best prize is a friend sphere, and the second best prize is a mega elixir. I can't remember what the other ones are because I never fail that badly, but either one of those is fine. I'm going to go for the friend sphere because it means I win more. So anyway, I'm going to warp back to putting the sphere in that stone there that we found, and I will see you in a moment. Okay, we're back here. And as soon as you get back, you can put the sphere in, and that's pretty much all there is. There's 9 left playing in the sand, and this one's gone for a walkabout. Okay, so we're back, and for reference on the map there, this is number 2. So let's go grab this guy. I'm just going to wait for a second here. Hey, come back here. You little devil. So yeah, I have no patience for him either. But kind of the point that I want to make is, as you're doing this, I would do all the monster capturing since you're running around in this area anyway. I only had it off at the start to make recording easier. So just kind of wait as soon as he goes to do that. It's not too hard. As long as you get the ding sound, then you've done something right, and you should be fine. Still has that high evasion there, so you'll want to make sure that Titus and Walker are in the party to make sure that you're able to actually kill them. And you'll get crap for it. And we got the sphere, and I'll meet you back at the stone. Okay, we're back here. Let's put the sphere in here. We'll get another little thing here. Likes big numbers. This one's not all that far away. It's on the same screen there. There's a note here that says danger, strong fiend in the vicinity, and below it says 20% off travel goods. Old advertisement. And then we see the guy is behind there. The only way this one really makes sense, the hint that is if you've actually read all the signs. I kind of ignored most of them in the game because they're really not that important, but anyway, just make sure you keep on doing this. Every couple of times you should probably save. You have 3 attempts to do this, so don't worry too much if you fail once or twice. It's not all that difficult. Let's get Walker to finish it off. He's much better able to capture it. Got that accuracy going for him. Seems to get first goal almost all the time. This time we'll just turn on double speed here and I'll run back since it's literally right there. Or probably run into a battle. Oh, no I didn't. That works. Alright. The next one is not on this screen. It's a tag team. So we'll go find those guys. Okay, we're back, and this is 4 and 5. They're kind of in a slightly different spot on the map there, but it doesn't really matter. Do note that the enemies, the big sandworm enemies, they have a lot of HP, and you can also steal shadow gems from them. I would recommend you use those ones that you're stealing to inflict Demi, which it's not the basic Demi spell that drains 1/4 of the HP, it drains 50% of the maximum HP, capped at 9,999. So you can use that to deal some damage with Riku, who otherwise won't do very much damage to it, and kill it faster. I would also just kind of use them all up if you happen to steal any earlier in the game, because our reward from the monster arena for capturing one of each monster in the area is going to be 99 of them. So we aren't going to need any of the other ones that we already have. So this time we're supposed to catch 2 of them. They move in tandem, so it's no more difficult than any of the other ones. Yeah, see, I failed that one. That would, that's going to happen every once in a while. You have 3 shots at it. It's not usually too difficult to get it, at least by the 3rd one. If I fail this one, I'll just reload up my save and get it. There we go. Easy enough. This time you have to fight 2 of them. I'm just going to throw haste up on Walker there because he's a little on the slow side. and he's the one doing most of the killing around here.
Booyah.
There we go. Easy enough. The advantage of using your capture weapons when you are forced to fight these guys is that chances are you're going to actually find them this way. As I've been running around, I've only found, I think, 1, maybe 2 cactuars in the wild, so just kind of be aware of that. Okay, back at it here. There we go, we'll set those ones in. There's 5 of them left, since that, I think, got rid of 2 of them there. And this one seeks Shining Blue. Okay, let's go find that one. Okay, this time we've come back to this screen, the Snoopy Desert East, and basically you approach the save point here. I don't believe you have to save, but I'm going to save anyway, and they're nice enough to set it up because this is probably the most difficult one, and if it's the one I'm thinking of, I'm going to fail this one all 3 times. But I don't really care. Ah. Yeah, this one's really hard. The cactuar spins so bloody much that it's really hard to get all the way there with the limited amount of time that you have. In the PS3 version, I wasn't able to capture this guy at all. Oh, wow, I actually caught him. Huh. That's kind of amazing, actually.
It's over.
Oh, well. I'm good with that.
I'm good, yeah?
Yeah, don't worry if you miss out on one. I think you can get... I think if you miss out on one, you still get the Friend Sphere as the final reward there. So, anyway, I'm going to head back to the stone there. Alright, we're back here. We'll place this one in. So somebody's stuck inside, huh? Okay, so we've made it back here. This, I believe, is number 7 on our list there. So this one is a treasure chest that was not there before. Open it up. It contains a cactuar. Not really a mimic, but kind of a mimic. Sure, we'll take it. This one has 3 treasure chests on it. You can pick up the treasure chests, and they do contain items. 2 shadow gems on the close one, 2 shining gems on the next one, and then a blessed gem, a single one, in the last one there. At least that's how I think it's supposed to work. But anyway, not quite done capturing cactuars yet. I've been running away from enemies as I've maxed out my capture on them there. And once we got that one, we can head back. Okay, we're back here. Let's place that guy in there. And there's 3 left. The Lord of the Hole is gone. So, yeah, this one is kind of a pain in the ass. I'm going to just, actually, that's faster. I'm just going to demonstrate this one. Basically, what they mean is up here, there are holes. And once you've killed the Sandragores that are in there, then... the Lord of the Hole is gone. So in order to get this one, after you put the sphere in, you have to zone out, zone back in, and then head up here, and then there'll be a friend waiting for us in here. Okay, we'll turn that off there now too. Now, apparently there's a little trick to this one. I'm going to see if it works. Ah, it does work though. I just happened to kind of screw it up. But yeah, once you go in the hole, you can run through the underground even when his thing's on there. So I'm going to run here. Wait for him to turn that off. And then get him. You can do it the fair way too. He just has a longer period of time that he holds his... whatever it is for you there. Oh yeah, so we're done on those guys.
I'm good, yeah?
It doesn't matter if the cactuar runs away in the battle when it's supposed to be for, you know, the quest there. You still get the sphere. So, anyway, actually, I'll turn that back on. We'll run back here since it's close enough. Okay, there we go. We'll put this one in here. 2 little gatekeepers playing the sound. Is left on a journey. This one, I've seen mixed reports on this one. Some say that if you warp up to your airship, you won't be able to see this one. You'll have to like come back or something like that. But based on my experience, that's not true.
When this is all over.
No, when I talk to that idiot, not the other idiot. We can turn all those off now, and we can head back to Beacon Hill Island there. Now, the way this one works is you have to run back a little bit till about there, and then come in. And then the scene will play out. The Cactuar takes the save sphere there, and warps up to what I can only assume would be the airship. Well, he's actually on the deck of the airship. So I'm just gonna warp myself all the way up there. It's the same place you went to go fight Evray, so just head over there, and I'll see you there in a moment. And there we are. Just head over here. You don't have to go very far. At a later point in the plot, we'll be able to come here and talk to somebody, but right now, there's a giant Cactuar there instead. Well, I guess he's not really giant, but he's bigger than most. Or maybe that's just the camera angle. This one can be somewhat difficult. This guy apparently just wanted to go for a tour, because not only is the Cactuar going to be turning around, but the ship moves as well. This one's not particularly easy to do, but it's not super hard either. At least it isn't usually. Yeah, easy enough. And instead of fighting this one, we don't get to fight him. He commits suicide. Death by falling off an airship. Now, I don't know why we're flying at the moment instead of just being stationary, but somehow we get a sphere out of that. Don't ask me how that works. I'll meet you back at the stone there. Okay, we're back. Put in the last one, or the second last one. Should be only one of them left. Always behind. Behind me. This one, they desync the audio and the visual cues, so you just have to watch for him. There's no needle time that shows up where it shows up at the wrong time or something like that, and it's kind of a pain. It's easier if you don't listen to the audio for it. But it's not too bad. Oh, he ambushed me. Die? Yay, he died. Don't have to revive anybody. Perfect. So, I hope that I haven't been too confusing. Yeah, for some reason the last one's a different color. But hopefully that hasn't been too confusing for you. Depending on the number of named spheres that you get, if you get 9 or 10 out of 10, you'll get a friend sphere. 7 or 8, you get a mega elixir. 3, 4, 5, and 6, you get a regular elixir. And for 1 or 2, you get a potion, I believe. I think that's how it works. I've only ever gotten the top 2 rewards before, and I think the friend sphere is slightly better because I'm not really going to use the mega elixirs, and I already got like 40 of them, so I'm not really worried about you know, having to use them for anything. They basically are just going to be used as mega elixirs in like maybe 2 or 3 fights, and those are just like the uber bosses. But yeah, after you've accomplished all of this, what will happen here? Nobody's here. The sand is gone, and all of the sandstorm there blows away. So I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna run over here, throw some fast forward on, make things go by a little quicker here. And if you're still needing to capture the Cactuars like you did this before, paying attention, there's the Mercury sigil for Riku's ultimate weapon there. And then this is your reward. In my case, it's a friend sphere. It could also be a potion, an elixir, or a mega elixir. But yeah, if you haven't captured all of the Cactuars, you can run into Cactuars relatively often down here. And since they give so much experience, you could go out of your way and try and, do some grinding down here if you really want to. I'm not particularly worried about that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had time for today. Hopefully you were able to kind of keep up. If you want me to post that map that I used, let me know. I'll probably end up forgetting because I usually forget that kind of stuff. But just post in the comments there and I'll upload it somewhere, post a link in a comment or in the description or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much all for today. Next time, we're going to head back to Remium Temple, do some stuff there, and I'm going to talk about some more monster capturing before doing the Dread side quest, or at least trying to set it up, assuming I have time. Blitzball. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, make sure you get 10 of each monster while you're here.